Hello, hello, hello. Oh, let me turn the music down a little bit. Let me turn the music down a little bit. How's that? All right. Oh goodness, things are acting all laggy once I started the stream. But hello. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully sound is at okay levels. How are folks doing? Hi, Milana. Hi, Ken. I'm glad you guys could be here. Let me scoot some things around a little bit now that I have the screen up. But welcome! I've got a few things. I don't actually have like a ton of stuff to ink today, but I do have a few things that I need to get done. And I have a few ideas for colors for some of them, but I am open to ideas on things. Always down for feedback. But here, I'll walk you through what we're inking today. I've got a couple of sets of just random sets of dice that'll go into the shop at some point. Maybe October, maybe? That'd be my guess. So we've got those ones with the purple and blue and copper. I've got these ones. I think these ones, I was originally trying to go for like Starry Night, and then they ended up with a little bit more of the like green and yellow in there. But I was thinking maybe we could go for like a light blue or something for the numbers. That might be kind of nice. Might be kind of nice for this. Let me get the light. And then I do have some dice for patrons. I do have some Patreon dice, which a little bit of a sneak peek, I guess. Oh, let me. I have to manually focus this camera. Hold on. Where's the focus? Yeah, it does feel maybe like an ocean or a lagoon or something. I do like that on the blue. Sneak peek at the B D20s for. Oh, what month was this for? I don't remember what month this was for. I have a spreadsheet. May. These are the ones for May. And I'm thinking maybe like a pale yellow to go with that bee theme. That's my thought on those. So, yeah. So maybe blue would be good for these ones if we're going for kind of an oceany look. I could go for like a coral pink orange, which would be like it would be a choice for sure, but it'd be a good like it would contrast for sure for like a coral pink. Let's see if I have. Let me fix the focus. Oh my gosh. There we go. Let me see what I've got here. Let's see if I've got a good like coral color. Yeah. Like maybe like that kind of pink color. This one actually might be even a little bit more orangish. Oops, can't. Helps if I have it on camera. I'm thinking maybe this one actually. Like that would pop for sure. We'd have kind of like a triadic color scheme. We have like our primary colors almost. You know, our yellow, our blue, and our red. So that might be kind of pretty. So that could be an option. I don't usually go for like the complementing color, but I feel like it would, you know, it's kind of a vibe. All right. So probably either the blue or the pink for these ones. I am still thinking the pale yellow for these to make them feel a little bit more yellow. Ooh, you're making your own dice set for the first time tomorrow? That's so fun. Do you have an idea of like what colors and stuff you're gonna do? I've also got a bunch of just miscellaneous dice here. I'm almost thinking just a flat white for this one. Like kind of like a black and blue and copper. I'm thinking maybe a white. Could go for shimmery white as well. That's always an option. And then I've got a bunch of random D6s. Like, I'm wondering. Here, just a second. Move some of my lighting around. See if this works better. Oops. Like an ivory. I don't know if I have a good like ivory tone. That would probably be nice though. Just a second. I'm gonna move this lighting back to where it was, because I think it was good there. Okay, and then let me go back to... Nah. Where is the... Oh, exposure. This is what I was trying to find. There we go. It's kind of... That's a little bit bright, but at least maybe you can see it a little bit better. Ooh, flower sets. I will say, flowers can be a little bit tricky, but they're so much fun. I need to get some better lighting. That's my that's kind of my thing at the moment, is I don't know. You have a recommendation for lighting? Because I should get some better lighting. I've been thinking about that. I need something that's not gonna like behave poorly with my camera too, because like a lot of lights will kind of flicker at like a certain frame rate, I guess. It's not really frame rate, but they kind of flicker, and if quite often the camera that I'm using will kind of have the frame rate that's at like a similar speed to the flicker, and so I end up with like a weird kind of look on the camera. So I don't know. All right. Well, let's start with one of these, I guess. Should we start with these ones with the pink? Should we do pink? I'm kind of feeling the pink. Let's try it. Let's try the pink. If we don't like it, we can always take it off. Move on to something else. Let me angle you guys down a little bit more. There we go. We'll try this pink and see how it feels. I think I put these. Actually, we'll try it on the D6, because that's probably the easiest to clean out if we decide we don't like it. Oh my gosh, just a second. If I can get any of this paint. Move some things over. See how this looks. I think I like it. It pops. Yeah, okay, I like it. Yeah, I think I'll leave it the same once it's dry, too. I've been thinking about doing a video on florals in resin, doing kind of like a little tutorial video on that, because I feel like there is actually a fair amount to say on using flowers. Oops, using flowers in resin. I really enjoy doing floral dice, but there's some tips and tricks for sure. Biggest one, of course, is that the flowers like to float. Gotta keep that in mind while you're planning your design and stuff. Yeah, I'm feeling this pink. I also want to make some more, I think, flower dice, because, I don't know, they're fun. It does often feel like... Oh, you tagged me for some lighting suggestions? Okay, cool. I also need to figure out a laptop or something, too. That's, I've got all sorts of tech things, I guess, that I want to get figured out at some point here. A laptop I should probably get figured out sooner rather than later, because I want to replace the computer in my craft space that I use for streaming, because it's been like maybe not directly in a row, but it's been 2 streams now, where it's like crashed on me, and that's just kind of not useful. Is that an expression about the flowers, Milana? Yeah, I like the pink. I like the pink. That was a good idea. That was a good idea. I'm partially saying that flowers can be a little bit tricky so that, one, if it does turn out, you feel super accomplished, and two, if it doesn't turn out, you don't feel put off by it. Don't, yeah. Do it! Do it! Use all the flowers! Yay! That's the fun of resin, is that you can kind of put whatever you want in it and experiment and try things. I definitely, Ooh, oh, you can use it, change the brightness and temperature? Ooh, that's fancy. I don't know if do I want to know the price? But yeah, lights for product photography would also be great, because honestly, like, I try to use as much natural light as I can. But if I, okay, I'll have to look. I'd probably just need one, right? I'd probably just need one light. But yeah, I'll take a look. But yeah, I need to look into computers for streaming setup. That's part of the reason that we're streaming here today and not streaming like pouring resin or something. Is just because I don't want the stream to crash again. I don't know. I might end up going somewhere local and just looking and seeing what's available there, but I'll probably do a little bit of research. It's on my, if it's not on my to-do list for tomorrow, I'm going to add it to my to-do list for tomorrow to do a little bit of research into laptop options. I don't need anything fancy. Like, I literally just, I'm not playing any games or doing any editing or anything on it. I pretty much just plan on using it for streaming. Watching YouTube videos while I'm working, like, that's pretty much it. Two, so I don't have to like drag it around places. Yay! Oh no, your English is great. Your English is perfectly fine. And it may very well turn out the first time. Like, who knows? But I think part of the fun of resin is just like sometimes like trying things and learning. You can minimize shadow. Oh, that's true. That's true. Have kind of two different angles going. That's it. Yeah, that's fair point there. I'm glad that you're enjoying the videos though. That's super nice to hear. I will have a new video out this Thursday. It's just gonna be like a simple, you know, set to music type video. I'm still kind of trying to figure out a script for a different video. I've got kind of like some ideas, but it's tying them all together that's the hard part. Figuring out how to like put a story together, I guess. How to have rising action in a story and stuff like that. I did have the realization yesterday. I feel like this is maybe a realization that I've had before and then I promptly forgot about again. I did realize that, like, I have been, for the most part, making sets of dice and then trying to figure out how to turn those sets of dice into a YouTube video, as opposed to figuring out a YouTube video concept and then making, you know, something to match that concept. I mean, part of what made me realize that is just that I had an idea. It's like, oh, this would be a funny kind of theme, I guess, for a video. I don't know what set of dice I'd use for it. It's like, oh, I can just make a set of dice to go with the theme of the video. That's right. That's a thing I could do. I said a long time back that I'd like to focus more on making videos than maybe the actual making of the dice. Which sounds weird, but that really is kind of the what I was just talking about, you know, is the focus making the dice and then turning that into a video, or is the focus figuring out a video and then making something to go with that video concept. I think some of it is just that I have a ton of, oh yeah, I like that pink. That pink's so pretty. Look at that pink. It looks maybe more red on camera, but it's like a pretty pink in real life. Okay, well, look at these kind of over here so you can see them maybe. Yeah, there we go. Put those in the background. I will definitely need lighting if I get this video script figured out, because I'm not going to be doing it at my desk here, for the most part. Oh, but no, I have a bunch of just video footage of a lot of commissions that I haven't turned into videos yet, so I've got kind of a backlog a little bit. And of course I've now got, you know, more commissions that I'm working on. I need to finish sanding one of those, actually. I had one that I was going to work on yesterday, and then I realized that I was missing some pieces for it and ended up ordering more stuff. I probably spend way too much money on Amazon. Get that paint actually into the number. Doesn't feel like it wants to get in there. Let's maybe wash this brush. It's getting a little bit caked with paint. In there. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still just sitting here going, ooh, pretty at the pink color. Might need another layer of paint on a couple of these I'm looking at. We'll see. Do do do. Bow. Do do do. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out kind of the best way, I guess, to like write a script almost. Like, I have like a few kind of bit ideas, I guess, but I have to figure out how I want to kind of put everything together. So I don't know, you know, it's oh man. That's part of the reason that I've done so many like speed pours, as I call them, where it's just set of dice set to music. That doesn't require a script. There's a musing, I guess, amount of time that goes into kind of writing a script and stuff for a video. Is at the moment. Maybe if I got like, you know, if I did it more and kind of got a system figured down, maybe it would be quicker if I had more practice. that's the hope, right? Is that it gets easier and quicker with more practice, just like anything. But I don't know. I feel like I'll probably always be somewhat slow at like editing and things. Editing takes me a while. Yay, another one. So what projects are other folks working on today? See, I'm working on inking some dice. Did a little bit of house stuff earlier, you know, clearing out a clogged drain and all those fun things. Luckily, that was a pretty easy job. Oh, I probably should. Yeah, there's always stuff to do. Always stuff to do around the house. So I'll go do some more of that after the stream too. You know, it's the day where we take all the trash out and everything. I wonder if I could move you guys over here. Ooh, let's try a slightly different angle. I'm wondering. Oops. Nope. How it would feel if you guys were over here instead. Is that like too bright? If I do that? Let's fix the exposure. Just a second. Nope, never mind. I've been working, let's see, how long have I been working with resin? I've been making dice since 2020. This was kind of my COVID hobby. We were all stuck inside and things. I'd worked with resin a tiny bit before that. Nothing like, you know, super great, I guess. I made soap before I did resin. And so, it was just kind of a hobby. Making soap was just kind of a hobby. But the thing with making cold process soap, which is what I was making, is that you end up with a ton of it. You can't make just 1 bar of soap. You end up with 10 bars of soap every time you make it. So I ended up with a ridiculous amount of soap. And then, it's like, what do you do with all that soap? So I was doing like 1 holiday bazaar a year type thing, you know, just one in-person event and trying to sell all that soap. So I'd make some like little, you know, pieces of jewelry and stuff out of a little bit of resin, just to have something else to bring with me besides soap. So I'd maybe been working for resin like a couple of years before, so maybe 2018, but I was just kind of dabbling with it at that point. It wasn't really until 2020 when I started getting more serious about the resin stuff. Started learning about all of the proper safety equipment and stuff that you should use, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of funny, I guess. I'm sure I have played D&D. I haven't played in a while. I actually grew up playing D&D. My family would play it together when I was a kid. But I haven't really played in a while. but I've been busy. I've been busy anyways, so that's probably okay. At some point, I'll probably find some group to play with, like, I don't know, convince my brother to run a game for us or something. But I do enjoy it. The thing is, I enjoy, you know, D&D and like tabletop games mostly as an excuse to meet up with people and like have dinner. Yeah. My dad used to run games for us when we were kids. So I grew up playing 2nd edition D&D. Yeah, no, my dad would build little you know, dungeons and stuff for us on graph paper, and I'd always play like I'd always play an elf ranger, and my mom would always play a human cleric, and my brother would usually play like a dwarf fighter, I think. He was usually a dwarf fighter. It was fun. Yeah! No, it was a good time. It was a good time. I think the last time I played was at the beginning of the pandemic, and my family played together a little bit. Since we weren't going out and seeing anybody. My mom and dad and brother and I would, we played D&D a little bit. But yeah, I have a friend group that, like, half of us would probably be down for D&D and the other half's not super interested, so we just meet up once a week and play board games instead, which fills the same need for me, I guess. Like I said, I like playing because I like it as an excuse to meet up with friends and have dinner. I do like the game itself too, but I would rather meet up with folks and have a chance to like chat and eat some food and have some sort of project that we're working on together, like D&D. I'd rather have that than the actual game of D&D, I guess. I'm still really liking this pink color. It's so good. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure it's a regional and a cultural thing, but I guess with the internet, you know, a lot of things have become more widespread, or you know, things from one area are now more accessible in other areas, which is cool. How did you find out about it? Then was it an online thing, or did you find out about it from like a friend in real life? Me playing with random guys in Discord. Fair. Fair. I mean, that's, yeah. I totally get that. It's not D&D, but I definitely have, like, a group of online friends that I've been playing Phasmophobia with and stuff. D20 is the best place to play it online. That's fair. I can't do online D&D. I just can't focus on it. And like I said, I like it as an excuse to meet up with people IRL, so like it just is not as all that appealing to me when it's online. I totally get why other people, you know, enjoy playing it online, but I can't focus. I can't focus. I think some of my favorite bits of D&D are like the crosstalk, which that's like multiple conversations happening at the same time. That's kind of what crosstalk is. So you know, someone's talking to the DM about what they want to do and two people are goofing off in the corner. Like, I don't know, I like the hanging out aspect of it. You can't really get that online. That was something that I found, like I said, I have a friend group that I meet up with usually about once a week to play board games and stuff. And that was something I kind of realized, because we went from, you know, meeting online during the pandemic to then meeting up again, once we could see each other, and it just really highlighted for me how much, you don't have, like, multiple conversations happening at the same time online. You can a little bit, depending on what you're using. Like say for Minecraft, I like using the proximity chat. I think that can be used to emulate that a little bit, because, you know, it matters how far away you are from someone. If you're closer to someone, you're going to hear them better, which is kind of how it is in real life too. But for the most part, if you're all on like a Discord call, there can be like one person talking at a time and everyone else is listening. Makes it a lot less natural, I guess. Alright, I like the pink color. Look at these. I'm liking that. Look at those. More fun IRL, but afraid of new people. Fair. I could almost do this blue color for these. Wait. So I pulled out this blue color thinking that it might be cool with these. It might be kind of nice with these. I could go blue. It's a very similar blue. I don't know if it would blend in too much. I was kind of thinking white maybe for those ones. Let's maybe do these D20s next, since I think I know what I want to do. I think I want to do this yellow color. Throw that back away. For this one, I am gonna want to I want to film this a little bit as well, because these are some Patreon D20s for May. And I try to do like a short pretty much for all of those. So I'm gonna have to figure out some camera angles here. Let's see, I have my camera here. I don't want to like block you guys too much. I'm gonna move you guys back over here and hopefully not block. A second, I guess this can go up. I don't want to block the microphone. I'm just trying to I'll put the pop filter back up. Okay. It's a little bit in my face, but now it's not in the way of my camera over here. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we can do. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yellow to go with our bees? I think that'll match well. I was trying to go for kind of a light yellow on this, but it ended up looking almost more like an off-white. So I think it'll be good to pull some of that yellow back in there. The more beeswax. It's not really beeswax. Beeswax is actually more of a darker tone, but cartoon beeswax. Alright, so on my camera. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this so that I think that's kind of centered for both of you guys. Okay. some yellow paint. Make you go up a little bit. Honestly, I think the zoom this one in a little bit. Okay, I think everyone can see that. It's always a fun balancing game when I'm trying to film and stream at the same time. I kind of try not to do it at this point, just because I think the yellow will be good. I usually try not to stream and film at the same time, just because it is kind of difficult, I guess, to try and balance everything so that everyone can see. Trying to focus on multiple things at once. Because I still want to read your comments and talk to you guys. Make sure you guys can see what's going on. But also I want to make sure that the camera over here can see what's going on. It's just one added layer. Yeah, I like the yellow. I think it's good. It feels B-ish. Let me zoom this in a little bit more. Oops, wrong direction. Kind of missed a corner there. Alright, you might be... I'm focusing on the other camera being able to see right this second. But I'll do like one dye and then we'll do the rest just us. I don't need to film all of them. I just want to get a few good shots. But this is just going to be, you know, a YouTube short, which is a minute or less, so I don't really need very much video footage. In fact, I'd probably call that good. I don't need very much footage. Yeah. Ah. Alright, do you guys like it better over where you are now, or did you like it better on the other side, you think? Let's get these guys over a little bit. Luna, why do you always do this? Why do you always do this, Luna? I have a kitty cat who's tearing up a box next to me. I swear she only does this when, okay, I can move this back down out of the way now too, so it's not blocking my face. I don't really need the pop filter, I think, right this second. I swear Luna only ever wants to claw at her cardboard boxes when I am talking, which usually means that I am streaming or talking to someone on like Discord or something, and it's just like, girly, why are you doing this? She's very cute though. She's like laid down now. I wonder. You see her over there. Oh, there she is. She's just chilling. It's always impressive to me. It's always impressive to me how much an ink color can change just the overall vibe of a set of dice. Like, you can make. She's moral support. It's true. It's true. But you could have like two of the exact same die and ink them differently, and they will feel so different. Like, you could go for just like, say you just go for like a solid black die. If you ink it in like a solid metallic, so maybe, you know, like say gold, say it's just a black die and it's inked in gold, that's gonna feel like so classy. But if you take that same just solid black die and like ink it in rainbows, It's gonna have a completely different vibe. It's gonna be more like fun feeling than like classy. It can really change the look. Like, these would have had such a different vibe if we had done the blue on them. Like, these feel so much more like fun and bright. I think if we did blue, they'd probably feel more oceanic. Completely different feel. Completely different feel. I probably could have gone for gold or something on these. I think the gold, I don't know, is the yellow blending in too much, do you think? I do tend to I do some dice with, as far as ink colors go, I tend to do some dice with colors that I think stand out really well and will be very easy to read. And I do some where I think that the color fits thematically, even if it doesn't necessarily, it's not super legible. So it's okay if it's not super legible, but I would like it so that people can read the numbers. It's a rather busy die, I guess, though. I don't know, I think I like the yellow. I think I like just that little bit of added extra yellow to make the whole die overall feel more yellow. So I'm going for that bee theme. So what have people been up to for fun recently? Seen any good movies, or I don't know, listen to any good podcasts? I feel like I could probably use like a new podcast or YouTube series or something to listen to while I work. Yeah, okay, I think I like the yellow. I think it does blend in a little bit there, you know, where it's kind of busy. But it stands out okay, especially on the side that has the bee in it, where it's darker. So we'll call that good. We'll call that good. We'll see how it looks when it's dry, too. And I can always come back and change the color. It can always be yellow on the inside and a different color on the outside if all else fails. And that'll still help make the dye feel a little bit more light yellow. I should really get back into Critical Role at some point and listen to their whole third campaign. I started it and then I kind of fell out of it a little bit because I started working Thursday nights. So I wasn't listening to it live anymore. But I should go and catch up on their third campaign. I'd say that, oh no, I'm so far behind now, but I did start on the second campaign and I have listened to the whole first campaign. So, it really shouldn't be too big of an issue. I'm glad that I got the so the music that we're listening to, hopefully it's at a level that you guys can hear it, but it's not too loud. Let me know if not, and I can adjust some things. But I think I am glad that I got the Epidemic Sound subscription thing. I told myself that I would as soon as I was making enough from, you know, YouTube ad revenue to pay for it. Because it's like $10 a month. I just paid one installment for the year, basically. Because I figured once I got... Oh, thank you. Just humming to myself over here. I figured that when I got monetized, because you're not monetized immediately on YouTube, you have, there's certain requirements to get monetized, ad revenue. I figured that once I actually got monetized, I'd make maybe like $5 a month or something. I really had no idea how much money I would make. So I was like, yeah, I'll probably start out making like $5 and then work my way up to 10 or something. But no, like pretty much out the gate, I was making $25-30 a month, which is not insignificant. It's obviously not a living, but like it's not insignificant. And even then, I kind of put off getting the Epidemic Sound subscription because YouTube does have its own audio library that you can use music from. It's just not the most user-friendly. Yeah, I like this yellow too. I'm liking it. I was worried maybe that it's a little bit hard to read, but I think these dice are just so busy that almost any color I do, it might be kind of hard to read. But yeah, it's a nice pale yellow. I can't remember what exactly I was saying. Oh, just that I'm glad I got the Epidemic Sound subscription because the YouTube audio library, while I appreciate it existing and the you know, the breadth of music that it has, like it actually had a fair variety. It was just not user friendly in finding things. You couldn't make playlists or anything either. Like we're listening to, you know, a playlist that I made for streams. I wish that I could shuffle them. Can I shuffle them? Wait, what is this button? Nope, that's... Oh, there's a shuffle. I can shuffle. I didn't realize that I could shuffle this. Okay, we're enabling shuffle. We'll see where we end up next. I don't know why I have not seen that button before, but now we're on shuffle in the playlist. But no, you couldn't make playlists and things. So I probably could have figured out, you know, downloaded things and made my own playlist type thing on the computer, but it is definitely more convenient this way. Any more? Yeah, it's a nice yellow. Bum, bum, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. Bum, boom. There's so many things I want to do. Not just with dice. Like, I enjoy so many things. I was kind of thinking about this earlier today too. The reason I got the microphone that I have is that I do think it'd be cool to do like voice acting stuff at some point. I don't know that I'd be all that good at it. I was having a conversation actually with my brother day before yesterday, and I was talking about acting because I did some theater and stuff growing up. I wouldn't say that I was ever very good at it. I had fun with it, but I was never very good at it. But I did a voice acting class via Zoom during the quarantine, And something that I realized was that I found reading for like commercials was a lot easier for me. I felt like I was a lot better at it naturally than than reading for like character parts. And I think I realized I think part of it is just that it's difficult for me to I guess pretend to be someone else. Like respond to things in a way that someone else would respond to them. Like I can imagine how would I respond to this, but I have difficulty putting myself in someone else's shoes, I guess. It's not exactly that. Like, you know, I try to understand where people are coming from and that sort of thing. But literally going, okay, you know, here's the background of this person, which means that they would do this thing, and doing that intuitively. Whereas with, like, the commercial stuff, you're pretty much just always yourself. Just talking to different people. Like, one of the exercises that I did in that voice acting class was we had, like, a script from a commercial for some sort of toy. Some sort of children's toy. And the guy had me read it like I was trying to sell the toy to kids watching the commercial, and then read it again like I'm trying to sell it to parents watching the commercial, because it's different. You put emphasis on different things depending on, you know, who you're trying to sell it to and stuff. That made perfect sense to me. It's just me basically having a conversation with someone else. Like, I can understand that, but you know, character stuff, I'm just like, I have no clue how to, I don't know, convey the background of someone who is not me. It's so many different pieces to think about. Like, if I sat down and, like, thought it out, that I could, you know, it was easier. I did a theater class when I was at uni, for example, and we were doing a certain method of acting where you would take the script and you would break it down into beats, and that a beat was, a section of the text of the script, and it would change to a new beat whenever there was any new information, basically, that was added to the script. It's like, oh, okay, you know, there's a new character. Oh, you find out something more about a character, that sort of thing. And the part that really made sense to me with this certain acting method was give your character some sort of actionable goal. So that is a goal that it's what's the word I'm looking for? You know whether the goal has been completed or not. Like, you can't say my goal is to make this other person angry, because that is not like a specific enough. Oh no. yes, it will be saved. It will be saved. Would it help if I talked slower, or I don't know. I don't know. I tend to talk kind of fast, I know. But yes, it will be saved. Yeah, I tend to talk fast, and I'm sure I have some sort of, like, regional dialect. I think we tend to slur our words together a little bit. So, like that, I just, so-like. I don't say so-like, I say so-like. You know. Lots of I dunno. Lots of combining, squishing words together. Concrete? I think that was it. Concrete goal, maybe. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. That I was talking about with the acting stuff. Basically, that's fair. That's fair. I guess I am talking about some kind of a niche, you know, a specific sort of area. Talking about acting in theater. That's something that I've tried to kind of keep in mind when I'm doing videos and stuff, is that a lot of the like art words that I use, it might be the first time that someone's heard them. Like, I did, am I missing ink on one of these? Just a second. No, I guess there's ink in all of these. I thought I'd missed ink on one of the sides for just a second. Like in the video I did about resin colorants, resin dyes, those sorts of things. I realized while I was writing the script for that I used the words like transparent and opaque, and I'm like, these words make immediate sense to me, but I've also done, you know, a lot of art classes and things. Someone who's just getting into, say, making dice from, I don't know, enjoying D&D, they might not have as much of a background in art as I do. They might not know what transparent and opaque mean. AKA transparent, light can go through it, opaque, it's solid, you can't see through it at all. So it's like, I should explain what those words are. I have played D&D, but it's been a while. I like to switch classes. I like to do a bunch of different things. Any new campaign, usually I kind of, well, one, I try to see what other people are playing and fill out the party as best I can. But also I like to switch it up and play something different each time. I do have a warlock that I played like 2 games maybe with, and I kind of want to explore him further. I think that'd be fun. But I always played a ranger growing up. Now I've enjoyed playing a rogue. I've enjoyed playing a cleric. I played a cleric once, and it was more fun than I expected it to be. I didn't realize just how versatile they are. I played a paladin, that was also fun. But yeah, I don't know, I like to switch it up. Do you have a particular class that you're playing at the moment? I will say that if I was a D&D character, I'd be a bard, probably. I'd probably be a bard. My hair. I need to get a haircut. Soul Knife Rogue / Fighter. What's Soul Knife? I haven't heard that. Is that like a subclass? You were always a sorcerer guy, but here we are. Fair, yeah. You're also switching it up. Well, I've also played an artificer before. That was also kind of fun. Little mind bullets, but the bullets are I don't know why the way you said that was so funny to me. It just sounds, it's mind bullets, but the bullets are knives. Like it sounds like, I mean this in the best way possible, I hope you know. It sounds like a little kid on the playground playing pretend, which I guess that's what D&D is, right? So we're all just a bunch of little kids on the playground playing make-believe. Yeah, I'm shooting with my mind bullets, but the bullets are knives. Or it's like, if you've ever looked up like plot summaries on Wikipedia, sometimes like of like a movie or something, sometimes it's just you know, if you've seen the movie before, you're like, this movie was a lot more epic than how it's written here, because the way it's written does not make it sound epic at all. But I swear it is. You know, it was a great movie when I watched it, type thing. That seems like one of those things where I'm like, it's probably like super sick in practice. Like I probably like, just the visual of it is really cool. But the putting it into words is funny to me for some reason. Oh boy. Let's see, I was talking about a theater class I took. I was talking about how I have difficulty acting. I enjoy it, but I'm not very good at it. But I was talking about a theater class I took, and one of the things that I'll probably, you know, take with me, you know, moving forward and stuff that I really liked in this class was the method we were using. You figure out like a completable goal for the character. Like, it needs to be something that's measurable. It needs to be quantitative, not a qualitative goal. Something that has a definitive, it's a definitive goal. Like, you can tell whether it happened or not. Me to theater is you to dice making. Oh, you find it really fun, but you're not good at it? Eh. I mean, I started this off by saying I think it'd be really cool to do voice acting someday. So maybe I'm not very good at it now, but I'm hoping that I can get better at it. Maybe, is that you with dice making too? I try to view every dice making project as an experiment. Oh, you want to pay someone to sand off your stuff? Fair. Fair. My biggest hurdle is the making molds. I don't know, like, I know a lot of people, it's the sanding. I do kind of put off sanding a bit too, but really the thing that is like the most boring for me is the making molds, and I don't know why. I think with sanding, at least, I can just like put on a video and it's just kind of something to do with my hands while I focus on something else. But the mold making, I have to like kind of focus on it as well at the same time. Maybe if we get everything inked here and it's we've still got to, you know, we're only like 2 hours in, maybe I'll try and get the, I have some stuff that I was in the middle of sanding, maybe I'll try and get those finished up too. But no, yeah, sanding the stuff is definitely boring. I think that's kind of how it is with almost anything, though, to like a certain extent. Like there's the fun parts of it, and then the like kind of boring parts of it. I think any job's like that too. Even if you like absolutely love your job, there's the parts that are like, you know, the fun and enjoyable parts, and the parts that are just the, you know, the paperwork and those sorts of things. I think dice making, I guess, made me think of this, which I guess that's what we're doing. I think I'll continue to make like some tutorial videos and stuff on this channel, but I think I want to focus more on like entertainment as much as I can, maybe moving forward, as opposed to informational content. I actually made a post about this on Patreon recently. I don't know if anyone read it, but that's okay. Just about like the difference between informational videos versus entertaining videos. And you can have something that's both for sure. But I've found that if I don't like actively think about what my goal is for a video, you know, is it trying to be entertaining, is it trying to be informational, it kind of ends up being neither to a certain extent. I get stuck somewhere in the middle where I'm trying to explain what I'm doing, but it's all of the bits that no one's gonna necessarily want to emulate anyways. Like, if I want to explain how to do things, I should focus more on the specific techniques and things. Maybe more so than a specific set of dice. I think that that's part of the whole theater thing I was talking about too. It's one of those things where it's like I kind of understand what needs to happen. It's just executing it. The old dice razzle dazzle. This is the music for it. But I kind of understand how stuff works. It's just actually doing it that's difficult. Like I have kind of an idea of how to make an entertaining video. It's just actually writing a script for it and getting all of the pieces that I understand that help make something that way, like, into it. It's like, you know, I'm trying to write a script for a video at the moment, and it's like I know that I want it to build. I want a story to be told in it. I know that I kind of want to get up to like a certain point. Like I have, you know, this is something that I want to build towards. How do I actually make it build though with, you know, with the stuff that I have? I'm thinking maybe I just need to like kind of write out a rough roadmap and then go back and add some elements that will help it build, but I don't know. I feel like maybe the story itself probably needs to. Maybe I just need to rearrange some things. I have kind of an idea now, actually. Oops. Oh no! I've just realized how much paint I've gotten on my... Oh no! Look how much yellow paint I got on my pop filter. Oops! Oopsies. I have it right above my paint over here, so like every time I grab my paint, it's I've been running it into the pop filter. I think the pop filter will be okay, but that was not what I was trying to do there. Oh, I was gonna say earlier too, when we were talking about dice making, I guess, I have so many failed dice. I have so many dice that don't turn out, but those aren't the ones that you guys see. Like, mostly it's like big air bubbles at the top of the dice. Sometimes there's other little things too, you know, plants that poke into the side and then deform the dice. I had a D20 recently where I had put a blank into it and the blank wasn't quite in the right rotation, and so the corners of it were poking into the sides of the dice. But yes, I end up with, yeah, I'm liking this yellow. It's so good. Sorry, I'm just looking at the, let me, yeah. I think that's definitely made it feel more bee-ish. Like, I like these, but I think the yellow's good. I'm vibing with that. I'm vibing with that yellow. 3 more. Maybe. I'm not sure what we're gonna stream next week yet. I do want to get the computer situation figured out in my craft space so that it doesn't keep crashing on us when I'm trying to stream. So I don't know that I'm gonna stream resin. But I don't know what else I necessarily need to get done at the moment. Maybe we could try doing like some, I don't know. Oh, you know what we could do? You know what maybe we could try together on stream next week? I do have, because we could do this up here. I made some shaker charm, oops. What do you call these? Bases, I guess? I made some thingies for shaker charms. Maybe we could try putting together some shaker charms for the first time. That could be kind of fun. Got 4 here. I don't know how long that would take. Maybe not super long, but we'd have to figure out what we're putting in them, and then actually get the attach the tops with UV resin. Get the tops attached, fill them up. I don't know how long it's going to take to make them or not. Could be a short stream, I suppose. That could be an option. We could probably sand things. That always needs done. Speaking of sanding. I don't think I'll have anything that will need inked by next week. We could also go play some sort of video game over on my other channel. We got options here. Got options. I'll have to look and see what I need to get done, I guess. Maybe we could do polymer clay jewelry or something. We could, I've got a bunch of random stuff sitting over here. We could turn some, yeah, I have like some random miscellaneous dice and some, you know, some of these and stuff that we could turn into keychains and necklaces. That could be something we could do together. I can't hear this song without thinking Tango Tech though. What would you guys be interested in seeing most, do you think? Yeah. Alright, while I'm finishing up these D20s, we have another set of dice past these that we need to we need to be thinking about what color we want to do the numbers on those, and that is these ones. So they've got like a light blue, and they've got a purple, and they've got a copper in there. What do, you know, what color do we want to do for those? I'm thinking maybe, see, I'll put that there. You guys can kind of see the colors. I'm thinking maybe just white. Could just do white on those. Could probably do like a copper or like a lighter like a rose gold kind of color, which I think is actually kind of a copper color. Could go for the same light blue. That might be kind of too much blue though. It might blend in a bit. So I don't know about that one. Just do green and, you know, really go random. You know, we've got our purple and our blue. We just keep going down the color wheel. We could always try a few different colors and just see what looks good too. We could try like a copper and try a white. Actually, maybe try a flat white and try a shimmery white. See what we like best. My eyes are just like glazing over, staring at the dice. What should we talk about next? I don't know. What have I been up to? Let's see. Do I have anything fun planned? I don't know if I have anything. I don't think I really have anything super exciting planned anytime soon. I was so tempted. My cat earlier, like, okay, so I have 4 cats. I have 4 cats, right? They're all very different. One of them is hanging out here at the moment, as we saw earlier. Oh, she's over there now, passed out. One of my cats, Koshi, is kind of a scaredy cat. Normally she's kind of a scaredy cat. She's not all that much of a scaredy cat when I'm at my desk. She loves to come and lay right here where you guys are looking. She's right in front of me at my desk. Makes it difficult to type and things. She likes to be an armrest. But recently she has taken to coming into my office and meowing at me. And she's never been a very vocal cat. She's become more of a vocal cat. But she's taken to recently coming into my office here and meowing at me until I follow her over to my bedroom so that I can lift up the covers and tuck her in underneath. She wants to sleep under the covers, but she wants someone to come lift the covers for her and give her a couple of pets before she goes to sleep. And then she sleeps there for like 5 hours. Anyways, I got home earlier today. And I saw that she was laying on like the rug in my room, and I was like, oh, she looks so cute and comfy and cozy. And so I went over to go sit next to her and give her some pets and things, and she acted like her normal, like, freaked out skittish self and was like, oh gosh, there's something moving towards me, and like hopped up and ran away from me. And I was like, oh man, I scared her. And then she looks back at me and she hops up on the bed. It's like, oh, she wants cuddles. She's just been so cuddly recently. I don't know why. It's very cute. Very, very cute. Anyways, and then, you know, I went and laid down with her for a little bit and hung out. Until finally she just started headbutting me. It's like, what are you doing, cat? Until I figured out that she was actually trying to, like, headbutt the blanket so that I would pick it up and so she could go underneath and pass out under the covers, as she's been doing recently. It's like, oh, that's just her thing now, I guess. I think she's still there. Probably is. She's probably still there. All of my cats are weird in their own different ways. Koshi's the scaredy cat who wants to be tucked in. Fitz is just like a dog. we think he thinks he's a dog. He is so social. He loves little kids because they'll run around and play with him. Like, he has way too much energy for his own good. He's also probably too smart for his own good. My mom gave me one of those, like, it's like a puzzle feeder type thing for a cat. Like, you go and you put cat food or treats or whatever, like, into little sections, and the cat has to figure out how to open up the sections to get to them. And, like, I read the instructions and things, and it said to start out by just having them open, basically, so that the cat can see, you know, what's in there and can learn slowly how to open them. I didn't do that. I still closed them, and he literally just walked over, sniffed it, was like, oh, there's food in there, flipped open the thing, started eating it. Same thing with, I got a little, like, treat ball. I think it's actually also supposed to be like a slow feeder. Basically, it's a ball that has holes in it, and you put the food inside of it, and then they have to, like, roll it around to get the food out of it. Same deal. I put food in that. He figured out, or I put it's kind of food, kind of treats. It's just a different, like, brand of food that I use as treats, because he likes it. Hey, you're inking dice too? What do your dice look like? I'm doing a bee die at the moment. Anyways, same deal. He immediately was just like, oh, okay, I got it, yeah. Maps? Ooh. Oh yeah, I think, did you show those to me at one point with, like, they had, like, actual maps on the inside that you put on, like, blanks or something? The maps made me think of this. It's interesting thinking about when I first started making dice. Because I remember when I first started making dice... Yeah, that's cool. That's super cool. I remember when I first started making dice, you know, I started looking into it more and stuff, and I was like, oh gosh, like, I'm so, like, there's so many people that are doing this. I'm so far behind the curve and things. You know, it's like, what's kind of the, you know, yeah. Anyways, I just felt very far behind, I guess, on everything. I'm sure people that are just starting now also feel that to a certain extent, because there's still a lot of dice makers and stuff, but it's funny because somehow I'm one of the established ones now. And I remember when I first started, I was like, oh gosh, there's so many established dice makers and things. And now, 4 years later, it's like, oh, I'm one of the folks that's been around and making dice for a while now. That's kind of funny. The maps made me think of this because there's so many cool dice ideas and techniques and things. One of the things that I kind of want to do is I want to try designing some masters for dice that look like little potion bottles. Ooh, so sorry, didn't mean to bonk you guys. I want to try making some masters that look like little potion bottles. But also I've like seen quite a few folks that have done that recently, and it's like, oh man, I feel like I'm, you know, I'm behind on the trend type thing, but also I just think that it's so cool. I suppose maybe that's part of the it's good, I think, to just make stuff because you want to make it. That's one of my hot takes, I guess, about art in general, is that it's not about... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're fun, so it's worth doing just for that. One of my hot takes, I guess, about art is that it's less about the finished product of what you make and more about the act of making something. I mean, obviously, you know, I want to make stuff that is good and that people want, but that's also in the sense that I'm kind of running a business at this point, you know. I want to make stuff that's gonna sell, that, you know, people want, that's useful to them in some way. But like, the point of art is to make it. Even if it's not, you know, widely acclaimed or good, quote unquote, like, it's about the process and the act of sharing something that you've created, or even not necessarily even sharing it, but just the act of creating something yourself. And that's part of the reason that, like, I've told myself that I never want to be, you know, I never want to monetize my painting. I love painting. That's like my hobby art, I guess, is painting things. I'm gonna get back into oils. They're fun. Alright, that's all of those. Let me put some of this paint back in here if I can. But when it comes to painting, I don't want to have to think about what other people are going to think about what I'm making. I just want to create something. I want to do stuff because I enjoy it. And honestly, I think that my art in that case is probably better for it. That was like a quote I read yesterday. It was recently from, like, Miyazaki, who does, you know, the movies, the, like, My Neighbor Totoro and stuff. And there's someone asked him, you know, how much do you think about the audience? He's like, I don't think about the audience, because, like, his goal is to make something for him, not to make something for someone else. And I think that really is kind of the best way to do it. But I don't know, I've always felt, I guess, through the whole dice making journey, I guess, that, you know, there's no new ideas or that I'm behind in some way. Let's see here. I've got a bunch of miscellaneous dice here too. And then I've got this set left. I don't necessarily know what colors I'm going to do for all these. This one I think let's just do in white. But I am still looking for ideas on this. Let me pull out, actually. I'm going to pull out the D6 on this one. Because I want to try white. I want to try, I think, copper. Or, maybe not even copper, but like this like rose gold color. Because I think that's actually closer to the copper that's in, the copper color that's in there. Shimmery white, maybe? Maybe shimmery white. You have a hard time thinking of your dice as art. You view it more like being a curator. You're really just trying to give these cool old artifacts away to live on. That's fair. I think everyone's gonna view stuff that they're creating differently. Like, my grandma has always considered herself a crafter and not an artist. It's like you're making stuff like that's cool, but she's always, I guess, considered, I don't know. And I don't agree, I guess. Like, I think of I don't know, she thinks that, like, as soon as she figures out how something works, she moves on to something else. And that artists tend to, like, hone their one thing. I don't agree with that, because I think a craftsman, no, I'm not familiar with David Bohl. Is this an artist somewhere? Or, I think a craftsman is someone who has honed their skills. I think probably a craftsman is someone who creates something that has, ooh, Japanese wood prints, that's cool. I guess I think of a craftsman as someone who makes functional art. So someone who makes something that has some other purpose beyond just being decorational. So I guess I would think of myself more as like a craftsman than an artist, because I like making things that have some sort of use other than just being decoration. It's part of the reason I like making dice, is because I think that it's cool to make something that might be used by someone else for a purpose, so, you know, useful to someone. I'm gonna ink this one white. He tells a story about interviewing an old master about making wood prints, and the guy made fun of him because David Bohl thought of it as an art, and for him it was a job. Yeah. That's fair. I don't know. I think that both viewpoints there are valid. I think there's probably a lot of, yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of overlap, honestly, and I think maybe some of it just has to do with how you view it. You know, what do you consider art? The idea of art is so subjective, and what is art and what isn't art is so subjective. And I think that does kind of go back to the idea of like a craftsman. Like, are all craftsmen artists? Are, you know, people who make things like with their hands or whatever. Like, I don't know. Expression of the human condition is how an old teacher of yours used to define it. Ah, porn resin. You've got your very own live podcast here. Welcome back to Liz's podcast. Today we're talking about what is art? Is art a thing? What is the difference between crafts and art? Is there a difference? What makes something a craft versus an art? What makes something art at all? That's, yeah. I know. It's hard to define, yeah. Expression of the human condition. I mean, you could do that in anything, though. Like, do you consider, like, an electrician to be an artist? Could an electrician be an artist if they think that what they are making is there to, you know, express the human condition, like to, I don't know. All right, let's try a few colors on this one and see how we feel about it. I'm gonna try just a flat white, and then we'll try a shimmery white. I'm gonna try kind of a, it says it's rose gold, but it's kind of a coppery color. We'll see what color we like the best. I would ask you questions about what you're pouring, Tara, but I imagine you probably don't want to get resin all over a keyboard or other typing apparatus. I was trying to decide what I want to do next Sunday too, because I'm kind of avoiding my resin space just because that computer keeps crashing. I need to get a laptop or something. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, does the electrician consider themselves an artist or not? Like, does intention matter? That's, yeah, I mean, I guess that's the age-old question, right? Is like, is it art? It only, like, if you're intending it to be art? So, the old, like, master craftsman of the wood block printing, like, is he not an artist because he didn't intend it to be art? Is there a certain point where because it becomes a job, it's no longer art? Because I was talking before about how this is kind of my job now. I enjoy it. I have fun. But I consider, like, my painting to be more art, maybe, than, like, because that's not a job. Like, is that what makes it art? That one doesn't maybe feel quite right. That one, yeah, this one doesn't feel, ooh, let me see if I can angle you guys, maybe. I'm gonna put you over here again. So that I can... Would I do it if I couldn't sell it? Yeah, probably. I never really intended to start selling dice. It wasn't actually a goal, it was an accident that happened. This, sorry, looking at this copper color, I don't think it necessarily matches the copper color on the inside there. It's not quite as bright. I've got a flat, we could do flat white, we could do a shimmery white. I kind of just like the flat white, which is what I was originally thinking. Let me try a blue and just see how it looks. No, yeah, I never actually meant to start selling dice, honestly. It was kind of an accident. I had the, actually, you know, I kind of like the blue, I think. I had an Etsy shop because I had been making soap, and I needed a way to get rid of all the soap. And then when I started making dice, because I was just like, I want to make good dice. I was like, oh, I could put a couple sets up for sale on my Etsy. I'm kind of thinking the blue. I'm thinking maybe either the white or the blue. What do you guys think? Any other colors I should try? What have I got purple wise? Maybe not. Oh, I do have... Oh, I could have done this yellow for... I have this yellow I could have done for the B ones. But maybe, you know, I think I'm glad I didn't. This one is like yellow and then it kind of shimmers like a pink color. Could be pretty on this though. Could do yellow on there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I kind of like the, feel like the blue kind of matches the inside of the die, which is kind of fun. I'm wondering if it's quite the right blue. It looks like maybe, maybe I'm trying to, is the lighter blue closer, you think? No, I think that the blue that we had is closer. It's got a little bit more green to it. Yeah, I think this one's slightly closer. Yeah. I mean, I do have like a... I do have this one that's kind of blue-green. Yeah, I think that's some of that's the lighting. It's actually a pretty light blue. Well, here, let me take the other colors off. Oh. I think I might have a cat at the back door that wants in. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Never mind. I thought maybe the cat that was on the back patio had wanted in, but I guess not. What happened last week or so? Stream cut out? Yes! No! It's the computer crashed. The computer I'm on crashed. That's... I was talking about this a little bit earlier. I want to, I think, get a laptop, maybe, for my craft space. So if anybody has any suggestions for laptops or things to look for, do let me know. No, but yeah, the computer straight up crashed. It's a really old computer. I got it. It was old and sort of dying when I got it from a friend 3 years ago. So it's definitely it has done its service. Could do this one. Nah, not this one. But yes, no, the computer died. I want to get... That's part of the reason I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next week, is because I'm figuring that I probably want to do something here again and not down in my craft space. Just because I'd like to avoid using that computer. But I don't know. I don't know, is that... no, I think that 3's actually more legible than I thought it would be. I was kind of, yeah, I was worried that the 3 wouldn't be legible. No, I'm just using a webcam. So, actually I'm using 2 webcams. Well, here I'm using 2 webcams. In that space, the computer has a built-in webcam, and then I'm using a second webcam. So I don't really actually have a camera with a battery that I've been using to stream. I do have a camera that I could set up probably for streaming, but honestly, when I'm working with resin, I'd rather not have too nice of a camera. I don't want to get resin all over it. See how this blue feels. I don't know if it feels. Let's see. I think the color on the inside is just slightly more green, like more teal almost. Because it's got a little bit of a green shimmer to it. I don't know. I'm trying to decide whether the blue is close enough that it like matches. I feel like sometimes when there we go. Yeah, I do like the color. I'm just trying to decide whether it matches the blue on the inside or not. Oh, let me actually get this somewhere that you can see. You can kind of see on the green side, like on the side of the floor there, you can kind of see a little bit of that green shimmer in there. Yeah, the blue on the inside shimmers kind of a green color. You can kind of see it there on the floor side. It has a little bit of a green shimmer to it. So that's... But yeah, it's a kind of a duochrome. What is it? Duo. What is this one? I think it's duo blue green from Pearl. It's in a Pearl X powder. Yeah, you can see that green there. So that's my only concern there, is that the blue is maybe close but doesn't quite match, and that might make it feel like it's unintentional. I feel like sometimes you want to pick a color that is either exactly the same or is far enough away from the color that it feels like it's supposed to be a separate color. Because if you go like close but not exactly on, sometimes it feels like, oh, you tried to match and you failed to match. That's my concern with this. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, there we go. Let me fix the... What other colors do we have? I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. Oh, you know, I could do that and then do like so it's this stuff over here. Do that kind of like sparkle over the top. I guess maybe that still wouldn't quite match though. It might actually make it worse. I don't know. I mean, gold is always a classic. I could go with pink that shimmers blue. I could go with purple that shimmers blue. Yeah, the sparkles are kind of big. Could go with this one. It might match the purple and the blue. I could go for a mix, like each number is like half this and half blue. Could try doing that too. Like, this isn't quite the same as the purple that's in there, but it might be different enough that it feels purposeful at least. Just go straight up orange. To be fair, I think these might come out in October. That might feel kind of Halloween-ish if I went orange. Could do that. You know, I was a fan of pearlescent purple. Fair. Well, let's try one side and see how it looks. I'll take the blue out of one of these sides and we'll try the purple and see how it looks. Maybe we'll switch. Luckily, the blue is close enough that I'm not too worried about getting all of the paint out. If I don't get exactly all of it out, it'll be okay. Okay. Yeah, that purple's not quite the same as the purple that's in there. It's like a more... Yeah, it doesn't run... I don't think that matches. Look at it with the more red purple of the foil in there. I don't think I'm a thing. I don't think it quite works. Yeah, it's like a little bit too blue. The foil on the inside is a little bit more pinkish. I'm gonna try the pink. I'm gonna try the pink real quick. Who knows? This might work. Maybe the definition of art actually involves how much you fret over ink colors. That must be it. That must be it. Nothing else makes sense. Pink might be nice. I feel like it kind of continues on the purple side almost. Like, if you just keep going around the color wheel, you might end up on the pink eventually. It's kind of a odd look though, maybe. I don't know. Maybe this is a little bit too pastel. Maybe if I went for like a bright pink. Could go bright pink. It's an idea. Dark blue could be something. Maybe this was kind of in between blue and purple. Nah, I don't like that one as much. Oh, maybe I could go like hot pink. I think I like this slightly more muted pink better. I don't know. Should we try the orange just to see what happens? We're trying all these other colors. Might as well try orange. We'll try the orange. We'll try the pink. We'll try the dark blue. See what we like. I'm gonna get rid of this light pink though. I don't think it quite works. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try the orange. I'm gonna try the orange and see how that feels. Since that's across from blue on the color wheel. There's so much delay on these streams. It's always kind of funny when I say something and then it pops up in chat. I'm like, they have not heard me say that yet. Millions of movie posters can't be wrong. Maybe orange. Are we just going for like... Are we going for bright complementary colors this time? You know, we did these earlier. I don't usually do bright complementary colors, but I kind of like that. I kind of like the orange. It kind of ties in with the copper a little bit in there. But it like, it feels like a, you know, a bold color that matches the blue and the purple. I kind of like the orange. I'm kind of vibing with it. What are we thinking? What do you guys think about the orange? Try mixing my own colors. Do you mean for ink colors or for like making my own paint? Or so like I have I have definitely, yeah, this is my little palette that I've used for mixing colors for inking dice. It's got all sorts of I would I prefer to use them straight out of the bottle just because it's easier. But if I don't have the exact color that I want, yeah, I'll mix up my own. But it's just, it's so much easier to use them straight from the bottle because you don't have to figure out exactly how much you'll need or whatever, and you don't end up with a ton of leftover. And I mean, if you do, it just goes back into the bottle. Get this blue out of here. Yeah, I'm thinking the orange. Especially if I'm releasing these in October, which is what I'm thinking will probably happen. Because I just released new stuff in my shop. Friday. I just released new stuff in my shop Friday, so I'm trying to get like a couple of sets of dice up in my shop every other month, I think. That's my current kind of goal plan thing. We'll see how well I stick to it. It was nice taking a little bit of a break from commissions because it did give me a little bit more of a chance to get a little bit more of kind of a backlog going on just some miscellaneous sets of dice. But we'll see if things get busy again now that, you know, I'm working on commissions again. Again, I'm not too worried about getting all of the paint out of here because the blue is so close to the blue that's on the inside that if you see a little bit of it, like through the dye, it's not gonna like look wrong. It's just gonna look like it's some of the. I'll be honest. I just get a lot of commissions in general. Do I have a busy season for commissions? Probably. I don't. I can't think of when it is though. But I have just a pretty consistent stream, honestly, of requests for custom stuff. It's a pretty. I feel like a lot of what I do is custom things. Like I've got. No, I just shipped one off actually. So I've got 3 things that I'm working on at the moment. 3 different commissions? Yeah, I've got 3 different commissions I'm working on at the moment. And I limit it to 5 at a time, at most. To be fair, one of the things I'm working on at the moment is custom soap. But But there's definitely sometimes, I think, that commissions seem like, I have 7 people all reach out at once asking for stuff, and other times where I have 0. So, yeah, I just can't think of when the busy time is. Maybe I should date, like put dates on my... I have, well, I have 3 now, I think, but I have a Word document where I, have all of, like, my commission info. Not, like, prices and things, but, like, each individual commission has its own page. Let me change the focus a little bit. This thing is so fiddly. There we go. Yeah, I think I like the orange the best. It stands out a lot. The orange stands out. And matches. Cool. We'll do that. There you go. I think this kind of matches the Halloween vibe for October too. I think I need to figure out what I want to do moving forward, because I was trying to make like a video for each, commission that I get. My problem is that I have so much. I have a backlog of so many commissions that I have filmed and shipped and sent off and whatever, but not a video made. Like, it's not edited together. I have such a backlog that, like, I don't know if I'll ever catch up if I keep taking more commissions. Especially if I want to try and move away from like the speed pour videos and do more talkie videos, either ones that are there for entertainment or for like as a tutorial. So I don't know. I need to figure out what I want to do there. Because I'd like to work on some videos that aren't based on sets of commission dice. But I just don't know where to find the time at the moment. Especially with how not quickly I've been putting videos together recently. Maybe I will go through all the commission videos and try to churn the ones that I can into speed pours. Or, some of the ones that I'm like, I don't know that there's a story here necessarily. But churn a bunch of them into speed pours and try to get like a backlog of those, and then go back and focus on some of the more, I don't know, the sets that have a bit more of a story or a little bit more complicated and stuff, and could maybe use a little bit more talking about them, I guess. Go back and do those. I don't know. It's all a timing thing. It's all just finding time for things and figuring and prioritizing. That's the fun thing, right? It's so much fun to make a list and prioritize it. I see if I do that fairly often. I've got my calendar. Yep. To be fair, that is my favorite video that I've ever made. And I want to make more videos like that. Because I was talking to some friends about how that is my favorite video that I've ever made. Even though, I had, I was still figuring out the camera. You know, I had definitely some blurry footage there. The audio maybe wasn't the best, because again, I was figuring out some new equipment. But that's still my favorite video that I've ever made, because I think that it's the best video I've made in terms of telling a story. I want to do more of that. I think that that's what makes that video entertaining. Like, I went back and watched it recently, because I was I remember that I liked that video. I was like, why was that video my favorite again? I went back and watched it, and like, I enjoyed it. I know I made it, so that sounds a bit odd, but like, I was entertained by the video, even though I had made it, which is saying something, because sometimes I'll finish a video and I'm like, I have been watching the same section of this over and over again for the past 5 hours while I edit, and I can't tell if this is good or not anymore, because I have watched it over and over again for the past 5 hours. But yeah, no, that's my favorite. I want to do more videos like that, and that's what I'm trying to work on at the moment. As part of the reason that I haven't had a video out in more than a month. I've live streamed in that time, but I haven't actually had a full-length video out in more than a month, which I feel a bit bad about. I went out on Thursday, but I started editing a video, and I was a couple hours into the editing process, and then I was like, this is not entertaining at all. I was like, how can I make this into like a story instead of just I did this and then I did this and then I did this sort of thing. So I'm currently trying to work on so I completely scrapped it. I think there's value in tutorials too, but yeah, I think that tutorials are more about giving information, and I think that the video about the Vampire the Masquerade dice, like, you're still getting some information on the how, but you're also getting information on the why and the story of how things came to be, and I think that's what makes it more entertaining. And it's true, it does kind of show the creative process behind the... Yeah, like I said, it shows the why a little bit. I guess maybe that's part of it too. Is the why? Why make this? Now I'm thinking now, because I'm still trying to figure out a script for a video that I'm in the middle of. It's the one that I scrapped. I scrapped the video I was working on, and then went, okay, I need to go back to the drawing board and figure out a script. And then I was like, I need to get a video done, so I went and edited together like a speedboard video, which is one of the ones where it's just making something set to music, which was another commission that is like, I need to, I need to put this together at some point, just so that I'd have something, in some sort of reasonable time frame. But this is something I was talking about earlier in the stream. I don't know that you were here yet, but I was saying at one point that I'd like to focus more on the making videos than on the making dice, maybe. And what I realized is that I have been making sets of dice and then trying to figure out how to turn those into an interesting video, as opposed to trying to figure out an interesting concept for a video and then making a set of dice to go with that interesting concept. So like, I'd love to start maybe going the other direction, figuring out, a fun concept, and then making a video around that. I just need to figure out the time, what with all of the video footage I have of all the commissions that I have not edited together. And also I want to figure out what to do with all of that footage, because I'd like to get videos made of all of those. I guess I don't technically have to. I haven't promised anyone that they're getting a video with their commission. I was just trying to Try to get videos made. It's been like more than a year for some of those though. Like they got their commission a year ago. And I have not edited together the footage. So it's just figuring out, honestly, the time at the moment. Where can I find the time to switch over to that as a video making model? I do have a couple of ideas for like videos, like with like fun video ideas too. Now I'm thinking about it. And I'd like to get back to making some tutorials too. I think that people find those useful. I want to do, I think at some point, a video on how to work with flowers, how to work with floral inclusions. So I think there's definitely lots of tips and tricks and things for that. Probably move this a little bit closer. Move back a little bit so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Those are my video, like, I think my tutorial videos are the ones that get the most views, but like, I don't know. I'm less concerned about that and more concerned with making a video that I'm happy with and that I enjoy. Like, I enjoy making the speedboard videos, you know, the videos where it's, you know, making something set to music. Those are fun to make, but they're not like the kind of video that I would seek out to watch. That was a realization I had a while back. It's just that, you know, I want to make videos that I would enjoy watching. I still make some of the speedboard videos because, like I said, I enjoy making them, but I think I'd rather make videos that I would enjoy watching. The other problem with making, you know, just videos like the vampire dice that took 8 months, I think it took 8 months. I don't think it was quite a year. It's just that it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to make a video like that, because there's a whole figuring out a script and you know, more recording and figuring out like props and graphics and all that fun stuff. Like, there's just a lot of extra layers to it, which is fun, but it is more work, and which just means it takes more time. So I'm trying to figure out a balance too of how often do I want to post a video, because when I first started my channel, I was posting a video a week. Looking back, I don't know how I was doing that, especially since I like had just started a part-time job and stuff too. And now I haven't released a video in more than a month. I think probably somewhere between those two extremes is good. I was gonna try and do a video every other week, but with trying to do like more complicated videos, I don't know that I can do that. It might be like if I'm gonna do more complicated videos, it might be more of like a once a month type of thing, which doesn't really work with how many commissions I get. Because if I want to do videos for all the commissions, you only do like 10-second videos of your dice on the little turntable for Instagram, and it feels like it takes forever. Yeah. I've done a couple of streams where it's us, like, you know, I am streaming the process of editing a video. It's usually like a short. It's usually the process of making some sort of YouTube short. So that's going to be a video that's like a minute or less. I don't know. let's see, how long was the last stream? Let me look real quick. Let me see here. Let me look at my... Let me see how long that stream was, because I don't think we finished editing it. To be fair, it took longer while I was streaming. Once I got off the live stream, I finished it up in like an hour or something. But let me see here. Yeah, so I have a 5-hour long video called Let's Make a YouTube Short. It's a stream. There was a 5-hour long stream on my channel called Let's Make a YouTube Short, where it was just, it's 4 hours and 50 minutes, so about 5 hours. It's 5 hours of us editing, trying to make a video, and I didn't finish it in that video. I think that I do probably take longer than a lot of people to edit. I don't know, I've always felt like I'm a pretty slow editor. I need to go this way. There we go. And that doesn't actually, you know, take into account any of the time to film or, you know, for more complicated videos, write a script or figure out props, any of that stuff. That's just a 1 minute long video where I already had the video footage recorded. So probably if it left my own devices, if it was just me and I wasn't trying to do it in front of people and getting, you know, super distracted and stuff, I think maybe it would take me maybe about 5 hours to edit a YouTube short. And those are kind of the speed poor ones too, you know, it's set to music. So there's a lot of listening to the music and figuring out where it changes, and stuff on those too. I guess I've never made it really easy for myself when it comes to editing either. Because even with the speed poor ones, which are much quicker to edit, I'm doing well. I am doing well. How are you doing, Jay? I think we're almost done, actually. And then I've just got a few D6s and a D20 to ink. Editing? Oh, yeah. It's amazing what you can do with editing, too. Like, you're here, you're live, you know, that's a good first step. That's a good first step. That was part of what kept me from making YouTube videos. Like, you know, I tried to make YouTube videos in the past just because I was like, that seems cool and fun. It'd be fun to make YouTube videos. Every time, I was like, I cannot stand editing. I suck at it. It takes forever. I finally just had to tell myself, look, it takes everyone, you know, a fair amount of time to edit. Like I said, I still think it probably takes me more than the average person, but it takes everybody a lot of time to edit. And you're gonna suck at it at first, and that's okay. It's like any other skill that you will hopefully get better at, over time. Orange paint. And I think it's good that I started with the speed poor videos because I like I said, I enjoyed editing them. I think part of it was just that I could go through and kind of find all of the breaks in the music and mark them, and then editing is daunting every time you think about it, but once you sit down and do it, you fall into a rhythm and it just flies by. That's nice. How long would you say it takes you to edit like a video? Like, I guess it depends on the length of the video and like how complicated it is, but I'm curious. Because I do think that it takes me forever. I do think it takes me longer than the average person to edit a video. I was just saying that I have a live stream saved on my channel that's called Let's Make a YouTube Short, where the stream is just like editing on stream, editing a YouTube short together on stream, and the stream itself is 5 hours long. That's fair. That's fair. See, I've discovered that I find Let's Plays harder to edit. I've got a bunch of video footage of playing a game with some friends. I've got about 2 hours of footage. And that's from a while ago, and I have not finished editing it. It's the same reason I have a bunch of video footage from a few conventions that I went to, and I also have not edited it, and that's because I discovered when there's that much video footage and I don't know what the story's gonna be in it, that I find it very daunting. I find the dice much easier. I find doing the dice easier, or something where I have a script written out beforehand, because I have kind of a framework of the story that I'm trying to tell. And so I kind of know which video clips I need and such, but with like say a Let's Play where you have 2 hours of video footage of just playing a game, it's just like, oh no, I don't know. It's like being, you know like people who make marble sculptures, and they know which pieces to take out to reveal the figure on the inside, you know, the whole Michelangelo thing. It's like that. It's like, I don't know which pieces need removed because I don't see the figure on the inside of the marble. Alright, so we've got our main things all inked now. We've got that set. Oh, I think the orange was a good choice, guys. It feels so Halloween. It's great. I really like it. Or some sort of like party or something. The colors are so much brighter in real life too. They look kind of darker on camera, but the blue and the purple in there are pretty. They're pretty. And then of course we had this one. Sorry, we did pink with these. We're going for like vibrant, contrasting colors today, I think. Easier when you have a style developed and just know what to look for in your videos to cut out. Most of the editing for you is cutting out fluff and dead air. That's fair. And that is probably a little bit easier to find to a certain extent. At least, like, with dead air, you can just look for where there's no waveform. It's like, where's our pause? Did our D20s in a nice yellow. All I have left now is a few D6s and a D20. I did this D6 already, too. Maybe we do this one in yellow too. I kind of like the idea of doing this one in yellow. Let's do this one in the yellow as well. I should finish the editing the video of the game I played with friends, because we had a good time. It was really fun. I've gotten part of the way through it. I think probably I'm thinking maybe I'll split it up into like a few shorter videos. I don't want to cut out too much of it. Just because we had a good time. I'll get back to editing that at some point. My brother's been joking because both me, so I played with me. It was me, my brother, and a friend of ours. And me and the friend, we were both like, yeah, we'll, film it and then edit it. There we go. Edit it and then put it on our, our YouTube channels. And then my brother doesn't really have a YouTube channel. I've been trying to convince him. Yeah. That's fair, yeah. Editing stuff with other people. Okay. I feel like it's less predictable when there's other people too, to a certain extent. Like, you don't necessarily know kind of what other people are. Maybe like would the rose gold be good for this? Or like a copper? This copper as well. Maybe we go for like a copper with this. I kind of like the maybe gold. Could go for gold. No, I think maybe the copper. I think maybe we go for the copper tone. Oh, hello, Luna. Oh, Luna has woken up. Yeah, go ahead and throw out a wildcard color. Do it. I'm doing it on stream so I can get ideas from people. Could do a flat white too. That's also an option. A vibrant green. Do you mean like a lime? Like that sort of vibrant green? We're going for fun contrasting color options today. Or do you mean like maybe a darker but still saturated green? What do you mean, like maybe more like this? Like a blue green. So more teal. Teal I could see. Teal I could see a little bit more. What's this one? To be fair, I feel like teal and copper kind of go together. What if I did the numbers in teal and copper? I could do them kind of a swirl of the two. Cause like that's kind of the the copper, you know, oxidizing color. I could do both. Could try doing both. Maybe do like mostly the teal with a little bit of copper in there. Should try it on one of the numbers and see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. I'll just try it on like the one face, I think. Oh no, actually let's not do it on one face. We'll do it on the 6. 4 is good. We'll do it on the 4 face. I'm gonna try it with just the teal first here. And see how it looks. You're gone for 5 minutes, people start throwing out green. Well, I was saying maybe we're talking more teal-ish, or you know, blue-green, which I don't know about that. I'm gonna try a little bit of copper with the blue-green here, and we're gonna see. You were thinking more like a mint green. Let me see what I got, but let me try the copper and teal first. That's kind of fun. It's like the numbers oxidized. Oops. Let me just focus this a little bit closer. I do think that that's kind of fun because it's kind of like the numbers oxidized. You were saying like a mint green though. Let me see what I've got. I've got that, which is a very pale green. Mint green. It's supposed to. This is the teal. Oh, or like a little bit more like this, maybe? More of this color? Do you have any suggestions, Michael? I was originally thinking just copper. Alright, move the teal and the copper. Mix the pale green and the teal. Alright, give me just a second. Tend to like the darker colors more. Yeah, I want to make sure that it stands out though. I feel like this dye itself is fairly dark. I worry that too dark of a color is just gonna blend in. Pale green and the teal. We'll try just a little bit of the pale green and the teal. Out of that. No, fix the focus again. Sounds like a buyer's problem to me. Well, I mean, it's my problem if no one buys it, right? I need more of the lighter tone, I think. A little bit lighter. That's actually about the same. I think that's about the same. I don't mind the teal. Let me try mine just copper like I was thinking. I mean, I kind of like the copper. I tend to go for like these are very uncharacteristic for me. Oh, okay. Have a good rest of your day. I feel like the bold complementary colors are very uncharacteristic for me. I tend to go with pretty safe metallic tones. I kind of like the copper. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you later. I'm thinking copper, guys. Yeah, I think the copper. We were having a conversation earlier about how much the ink color can really affect the vibe of a set of dice. Like, I do think that the teal is a valid color choice, for sure. I think the teal, like, it looks pretty cool. But I think I'm just gonna go plain copper. Like, I think it makes it legible, but it's still kind of dark and moody like the dye is. Like, I kind of like the dark, moody feel of the dye. I kind of want to stick to it, I think. If I add the teal, like, the teal is cool looking, but it feels very bright. It really brightens up the dye a lot. And I think that's just not quite the vibe I want for this D20. But that's also kind of the fun of, you know, of dice, I guess, of resin stuff, is just seeing how everyone does things differently. Like, that's something that I think is really fun, is when you have like the exact same prompt as other people. You all have the same you know, the same constraints or even the same reference image or something to work off of. The copper does look Halloweenish too. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Kind of does. Well, like I said, it kind of adds to the dark atmosphere almost. Yeah. But that's part of the fun, I think, is when everyone has like the same, what was the word I just said? Prompt. You know, you give, you know, 12 different dice makers the exact same prompt, and they'll all come back with things that are completely different. You could say, you know, the exact same colors. Here's the plants that I want you to use. Even if it's this exact same technique, no, like, everyone's stuff is gonna be different. Oh, sad. What happened with your last ones? I want to try designing and printing my own masters. I was gonna try and focus on that this month, but I think I have other stuff that I want to get done first, like figuring out, you know, some videos and such. But I do want to try designing some masters at some point. Mostly because I think it'd be really fun to make some potion bottle dice. Oh, you tried experimenting with them and ended up warping the molds. That is unfortunate. I feel like I have been very lucky with my masters and everything, because I've heard, you know, I did, you know, like, best practice is to make, you know, a mold of the kind of like raw masters, so that if you mess them up while sanding and polishing, you can go back and start again. I did not do that with my first set of masters. The program Dice Maker is awesome, though it's the classic shapes and crystal pennant and barrel D4 styles. Yeah, I'm thinking, I think I might look into like Tinkercad and mess around with that. Well, I hope your new masters, was it? Yeah, new masters. I hope your new masters come in soon, so you can make some more stuff. But no, I'm thinking I might mess around with Tinkercad. Because I want to do fun shapes. I want to make some potion bottle shaped D6s. It sounds, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Man, you know, like, honestly, the whole master printing thing, like, that's a whole rabbit trail to end up down. I know a lot of people are super into having all sorts of new dice shapes and things, and I see the fun in that for sure, but I'd rather focus... Oh, okay. Where did you end up getting masters from? I totally understand the appeal of like having all sorts of different dice shapes and sizes and things. Like, cause there's some really fun stuff out there, and obviously I was just saying I want to make potion bottle shaped like D6s at the very least. I think, but like I'd rather focus on pouring resin than on making molds. I think that's some of it, and also like I feel like it just gets a little bit convoluted almost after a certain point. Like, I have so much trouble pricing just my regular sets of dice. I don't know, I like figuring out pricing for all sorts of different things would be even more work. Like I just I added my first set of 4 Jumbo D6s into my shop on last Friday. And I was like, how do I price these? Gotta figure that out. You got them from a business online called Atomic Dice. You also got them at a 50% discount. Ooh, nice. Oof. Sale to help offset the loss of 2. Ooh. Lost 2 out of their 3 3D printers. That's gotta be rough. Alright. Is that all the sides there? Yeah, I think so. We went for copper. I think I like the copper. Maybe copper on this one too, actually. That's might as well. Got a little pipped D6 here. I'd love to hear how the masters are though. It's always useful to know more, more places to get things. Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, I have not gotten the that air compressor. I've just heard good things from everybody who uses it. It's one of those things of like, I have an air compressor that works, so I don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. Like, having that, the quieter air compressor would be nice, but like, I have an air compressor, so I don't know that I can justify spending the money on a new one that I don't technically need. That's good to know though. You're maybe the 3rd person who's told me that that they have it and it's super quiet. And that does sound nice, because mine is not. Taking the mask off is so satisfying. Yeah, you can tell when I've been pouring resin, because I just have like red lines all over my face where the mask has been. Oh, yeah, no, fair. No, I mean, that's, to be fair, you have you have like a reason, I guess, if that makes sense, to want one that is quieter. I just like the idea of one that's quieter. I don't actually need one that's quieter. Like, my loud one's fine. It's in my basement. It's not disturbing anybody else. I just don't like loud noises. Oh, you're making the Sylveon and Vaporeon ones? Nice. How many do you have left? Is that all of them then? Huh? Is that all the evolutions done at this then, or do you still have? I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about. That's all of them. Yay! I did see the just plain, like, I think it's there. Are they just yellow? So you have the like yellow and black ones. But was the other set like just plain yellow? Because I feel like that really worked to help tie in this like plain red ones. Because before it felt like, I feel like before it felt a little bit like the solid red ones felt kind of out of place because everything else was marbled. But adding, another set where it was like I think it's a solid color. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, got that. Okay, I've got one die left. We could go light blue on this one, I think. Go light blue on this one. Oh, there's already. To be fair, is that another Pokemon? I don't know my Pokemon. I never really got into like the Pokemon cards or the Pokemon games. Like, I have friends that are fans. The other ones are going to be Jolteon and the Reds or Flareon. Pretty much just have 2 colors, so I'm going to paint them in there. That's the state of Maine. If you mean most prevalent, that'd just be M-A-I-N. I debated trying to do Pokemon Dice at one point, just because, you know, it seemed like a fun theme. I like doing themed ones, but also I know so little about Pokemon that it'd probably be kind of embarrassing. Lion Mane? Lion Mane would be M-A-N-E. Maine, the place, is M-A-I-N-E. Maine as in the, like, the most prevalent, or the, you know, the, primary would be M-A-I-N. So, like, main character would be M-A-I-N. And a lion's mane would be M-A-N-E. Don't ask me why I know my homophones so well. I don't know. It's weird at work, trying to teach the students homophones, because it's just like, but why is it like this? It's like, I don't know, man. They just sound the same, and they mean different things, and they're spelled different ways. Just kinda gotta memorize them. Oh, yes. Oh, English. I don't know why I remember my homophones. Alright, cool. That's all of the miscellaneous D6s, as well as that D20 done. We've got our fun colored sets here. We went for nice bright, like, complementary colors on these, which I don't usually do. And then we have our Patreon D20s, sneak peek, all inked. Our little B D20s in yellow to kind of make it a little bit more B-ish. But that's everything. That's all the stuff that I wanted to get inked. It has been almost 3 hours, and I've had 2 cups of tea. So I need to go use the bathroom. I'm gonna call it here. I don't know. Oh, these ones? Yeah, you know, I'm really vibing with them too. Like, the plan is to have these out, I think, in October. So I'm really feeling like these match the Halloween kind of vibe. I don't know what I'm going to stream next week yet, because I don't know that I want to stream in my craft space, because that computer keeps crashing. If you have an idea for something that we should stream, feel free to, like, let me know in the Discord or DM me or something. I was thinking maybe we could try putting together some shaker charms for the first time, because I do have like these made, and we could try our hand at like putting things into them and like covering them and filling them and things. That's something we could do. We could probably sand dice. We could probably try editing a video together. I could start on a new YouTube short. But yeah, if you guys have like a preference for what we do, let me know, or ideas, because I'd love to hear them. But that is gonna do it for today. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week. I will have a video up on Thursday. It's gonna be just a short little speedboard video, but I hope you guys enjoy it. So, until then, I'll